So right off the bat, answer the question, right? Is Halloween, was this, we are told every time I tweet about this, I get a comment, this was just a pagan holiday. It was this Irish thing. It was Samhain or Samhain, however they say it. And you just stole it and you converted it to Christianity and the Pope stole it and they forced everyone to do it. And that's what Halloween is. Is that true?
Well, it's a little more complicated than that. I mean, we know early in the church, I mean, St. Ephrem the Syrian, St. John Chrysostom, I mean, these are guys in the 300s, 400s. Yeah. They know of a holy day of All Hallows or All Saints, celebrating all the martyrs. Originally, it was more of a spring harvest. It was after the festival of Pentecost, which is a Jewish feast that we Catholics received and continue to celebrate even this year. And it's really to remember all the saints. And Halloween is literally short for Hallow Evening, the evening before Hallows Day. What does hallow mean? Well, if you say the Lord's Prayer, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. What does that mean?
It's right there. It's right there. Hallowed, holy.
Hallowed.
Right? It's same word as holy, saint, and it essentially means saint. Right? It's an old English word for saint.
Yeah, the Latin is sanctificator, saint, and so yeah, hallow, holy, saint are all the three same meaning. So just in an older English, instead of saying holy be thy name, they said hallowed be thy name. And when they referred to the saints, they referred to a hallowed person, a holy person, someone with a halo. If you want to keep.
Well, okay, so hold on. So let's say that you're listening to this and you have no idea what you're talking about. Well, what the heck then is All Saints Day? Is that tied to anything? Is there any day after it? What's All Hallow tied? What are these things?
Yeah, so in the early church, for the first 300 so years, they were, martyrs galore. Just right. If you were a faithful Christian, they're getting killed left and right all over the Roman Empire. And so what early Christians would do in local regions is they would say, our bishop, our pastor, every August 4th, that was the day he was killed by the Romans. So every August 4th, they would come together and they'd have a memorial service. We call it a mass, a requiem mass. They would usually go to his tomb and they would celebrate the Eucharist, the Lord's Supper, the body and blood of our Lord Jesus Christ, and commemorate how he conformed his Christ as a martyr, his life to Christ as a martyr. Now, over time, it was like, well, there's so many people who are holy and went to heaven, they're hallowed, and they don't have a day on the calendar. Right? We Catholics have a saint pretty much for every day on the calendar, but there's so many other saints who have never been canonized.
Getting pretty full. Calendar's getting pretty full.
Yeah,
at that point,
full.
Right? Yeah.
So there was this idea that we need to come together and everyone who's in heaven should be recognized, like high five. You made it. You're part of the big cloud of witnesses that surround us here on earth.
And there was the early church believed and they teach, and they still do, right, that if you are martyred for the faith, you are just considered a saint.